Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today you guys, I have the most beautiful fall collection from our friends at Graphic 45. This is Autumn Greetings. It comes with a gorgeous 8x8 collection pack. Okay, it's got papers and cutouts, gorgeous. Also, 2 sheets of rub-ons that are just spectacular, and a whole collection of gorgeous fall ephemera. You guys together, they make cards like this one. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a flip through this gorgeous 8x8 paper pad. Let's see, you're getting 3 sheets of 8 double-sided papers. All right, so look at this beautiful all over pumpkin pattern, so cute. Love the polka dots. And then look at this one, this really beautiful collage. We've got our little dough there, and then it says gather and be grateful. I love the postage stamps here, and then of course the little collection of pumpkins. The polka dots on the pumpkins are just beautiful. And we've got the little fox, so cute. And then I love this one. It's like a brown plaid. You can see, ooh, it's kind of very detailed. And then on the other side, we've got a brown background with all the beautiful florals. And then those same florals are repeated throughout the designs. Okay, on this side, we've got beautiful little, the sort of back of the postcards with these beautiful little details. And then you flip that over and you've got the cutouts. So they're gorgeous. So pause to read, okay? And then this one, you've got beautiful gingham. It's a nice, it's not a really intense orange, but it is orange, and I used this one a lot in the cards. And then look at the pumpkin patch, so beautiful with the florals. And then we've got a really burgundy, beautiful burgundy all over pattern with pumpkins and leaves and autumn greetings and delicious autumn, just sort of the greetings that are repeated throughout. And then this one, beautiful little border, little strips, okay? That is just fun. And then all over pattern on orange, just gorgeous. I grabbed one too many. There we go. All right, all over pattern with pumpkins and leaves and pine cones and thistles. And then beautiful with the ivory and the leaves and the pumpkins, just gorgeous. And then we've got this beautiful plaid. Love that. This is kind of a golden yellow with green. And then look at the gorgeous, beautiful leaves in all their spectacular colors. And then you got to have a little polka dot. So I love the little micro dot. And on the back of this, much more to cut out. So we've got borders on this side, borders down here, and then all these beautiful greetings. So pause to read. All right, so let's jump ahead to the rub-ons. You get 2 sheets of these rub-ons. Graphic 45 does an amazing job with rub-ons. You get your little craft stick, which is so handy. And then you've got these 2 beautiful sheets. Okay, so gorgeous, all right? And then over here, you've got these little cutouts, like this would be a little corner embellishment. You've got a little strip here of little acorns and oak leaves. And then you've got some greetings here that are like autumn leaves and pumpkins, please, with sort of this watercolor background. Some greetings for rub-ons, another little corner embellishment, another great little greeting piece. So pause to read. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate these shortly. Okay, and finally, all of the fantastic ephemera. And I always forget to look how many are in here, but I'm going to say it's a bunch, just a standard bunch. All right, so look at the little acorns. All right, pumpkins. You want pumpkins? These are gorgeous. And then pumpkins with greetings, more greetings, greetings. Little florals, little squirrels, lots of foliage, lots more pumpkins, more little floral. I love the little like pick with the leaves, more pumpkins, leaves, more florals, pumpkins, lots of these little stamps, which I love. And then a big row of stamps, which you could use as a border, or these have little perforations right there and you could tear them off. Okay, another little border with a greeting. More greetings. I love that autumn is delicious. And there's that cute little guy that I used on the cover of my card. Here's a smaller version. Another little greetings. Cute little stamp. And then we've got lots of little things like this. We've also got flowers, blossoms, that fox, those eyes are so sweet. And then more for like layering flowers, a miniature wreath. It's a great border. And then all these little bits and bobs with like the little birds, leaves, flowers, acorns. You get the idea. Okay, so that's a great collection. All right, let's jump back to our 5 by 6.5 inch card. All right, so on the front here, I've got just a really pretty collection of that beautiful deer, which I foam taped, and then I inked the edges of Hello Autumn. I used my favorite gingerbread heavily throughout this. And then I also used throughout this 3 different sheets of Dazzle stickers. Okay, I used our little jewel dazzles, the little circles, which is so great to use our little jewel picker with to lift them up and place them. The little jewel borders that peel off so nicely, and oh, this one lost a leaf. And also this fantastic sheet of ferns in that same gorgeous copper mirror color. Okay, so you're going to see those again and again. So here I've added to the front here those little jewel dazzle stickers. The copper ferns are right here. And then on the front here, I've layered, after inking this, I've layered that plaid, and then the colors that I used for my cardstock come from Songbirds cardstock. Beautiful collection of fall colors in there. Okay, so before I continue with this one, I wanted to show you how this is assembled before there's paper on it. So I started off with a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and then, okay, I went from corner to corner, and I just used my paper trimmer and I cut off this top part, leaving this triangle rather. Okay, and then I have this little piece right here, which I forgot to measure. All right, so this was just cardstock from the paper pack, or the cardstock pack. This is 7 3/4 by 5 inches. Folded it in half, okay? And then you'll see, after covering it with paper and doing all the things you're going to do, then you're going to glue it like this, so you have a nice border around the outside edge, okay? And then you would close this part right there, so it just skirts right by that little corner, and then you close it like that. That's all there is to it, and it's just a really, really simple card to do with just that one cut. All right, so now that we've made sense of that, so I went ahead, inked the edges, of course, and then did a little matted piece of that brown plaid, and then I just built up. I foam taped this die cut piece, foam taped this one, added my little jewel dazzles before I obviously put this, foam taped this down. Well, actually, I foam taped this down and then I just tucked these in because I wanted to see where they would be. So I sort of just placed the dazzles and then stuck them like that. Okay, we're gonna open this up. I took a scrap piece of this paper and inked the edges and then glued that right here, but I left this side open. So this is just removable, okay? So you could write something cute on the back, or it's just a cute little removable thing, or you could just glue it down if you'd like. But I like little tuck spots, okay? So like you could send this with a gift card. Today is my daughter's first day of her new career. So I sent her, because I didn't think of this, I could have put it in a card with a little tuck spot, and I sent her a little gift card so that she could buy herself some supplies for her job. But see, that would have been a perfect place to add a little gift card right there. And then on this side, covered it with that paper, and then added one of those jewel border dazzle stickers right there. Open that up, Then I took the other part of the paper where it had a nice little point on it, and after inking the edges here, I just sort of glued it right there so that it had a little border, okay? Like taking that whole sheet, and let me see if I can grab that. Here we go. So literally, I just went like that. And then I just cut it even with that top edge. So that was really simple to do. And then I covered this whole back with that beautiful all over burgundy paper. And once that was done, then I glued my card in place, okay? And my tip there, when you're gluing your card in place, just make sure that your fold does not interfere with this part right here, okay? And then I got to play with the rub-ons. So this is that beautiful rub-on corner piece, added a little rub-on greeting, added some more of those Dazzle ferns. I'm telling you, grab these for fall because they are fun to use. And then, yeah, that was it. It was just a really fun and easy one to put together. So our giveaway works like this. We are promoting our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So we ask that you hop on over to YouTube. And in fact, there is a link if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. Right below the video that says YouTube, you can click on that and it'll take you there. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We ask that you give a thumbs up and like this video and then leave a comment. Let us know what you think about these cards and the beautiful papers in the collection. And then we're going to wait about a week and then we're going to pick one of you, one viewer, and we're going to reply to that comment and say congratulations, and we will be using your very specific YouTube username. So you do have to know your username. And then we'll send out that to everyone who's a subscriber. So pay attention that you see your username there. And it's really nice to click that notification bell too, so you don't miss it. All right, so that's our giveaway card. All right, next, you guys, I've got this little 5x5. And I love this card layout because it's so quick and easy to do, especially if you have something that's a circle shape, that's kind of that wreath. So the 5x5 gets scored right down the center of the card front only. So it's 5 inches wide, the center's 2.5 inches. And I love to use our scoreboard from Hunky Dory. This is our little mini scoreboard. It's great. And then once I've got that scored, I open this up, I inked all the edges with gingerbread and my little applicator went all the way around it, even on the folds, okay? And then I I cut panel pieces, okay? So because these are each 2.5 inches wide, I did cut them a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller than the 5 inches so they would fit nicely there. Inked the edges of these. This is a little bit smaller than the 5-inch square back. Inked the edges of that, glued those down, okay? Then this piece right here is from a circle cutting die, okay? Use this one right there. And then inked the edges of that and then made sure that when I glued that, I actually just sort of let it sit there until this piece was secure, right? And then I could see that it was going to cover. Same with this foam taped piece right here. I wanted to make sure that it was going to cover. So just kind of set those right there. Then this piece right here is one, of course, the die cut ephemera pieces. On this, I went ahead and added those Jewel Dazzle stickers all the way around these little guys. Just placed them along the wreath. And then I went ahead and foam taped this little pumpkin, foam taped this little flower. And then I added just these little curly cues that are coming up, and those are right off of this sheet. And then added one of the Jewel Border Dazzle stickers right here and right here. I like to add those after the card is constructed. I just place them down and then I just hold on and then just use my tiny little scissors and then just trim it even with the paper rather than putting it on the paper edge and then trying to glue it down. So that way I know it's stuck to both the paper and maybe the card edge behind it. All right, so where were we? So I've got all the Dazzle stickers there. Cute little bow there made from the Burgundy Ribbon Collection, which goes really nicely with this. And then I actually went ahead and just foam taped this just to the front flap. Okay, just this piece right here. And my little tip on that one is we have giant roll of foam tape Okay, this is 150 feet or 50 yards of 1/2 inch wide foam tape. And I like to put it directly on this card front, because if I put it on the ephemera piece and then set it down, sometimes there's foam tape that overlaps or kind of overhangs this, and then when you shut your card, it sticks to the back. So that's my little tip. Stick it on the card and then stick the die cut. Yeah, and then once this is all assembled, then I went ahead and glued down this pieces right here and foam taped them, so they were hidden behind there. All right, there's our second one down. All right, this one, you guys, so cute. Here's a little easel card. Okay, so cute. Look at that. It just pops right up, stands like that, and look at the front. It's got their little cutout with our little greeting. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. Emily Bronte. And then we've got our little squirrel. I added another little ephemera leaf up here by foam taping this and this. Foam taped the little nuts there. And then, like every easel card, we need something to prop this open with. So this is a cutout from that cutout section. And then I just foam taped that there. So it had foam taped that there. Did I say foam taped that there? Foam taped that there so that it was propping up. And then this little birdie was so cute right there. And then foam taped the little nuts there, or little acorns. And yeah, that one's really easy to put together. The cards I used with this, this is the Tent Fold card and blanks. These are stitched, if you can see these. They have this little stitched border all the way around them, with, I thought it was just so cozy and perfect for fall. And then I inked the edges of that all the way around. Oh, I should mention, you have to score it at the halfway part right there. And that's how you get that fold. And then this cutout piece is foam taped to the front. Before I foam taped it, I covered it with paper, I inked the edges, opened it up, and then I scored it right at the halfway mark so that it opened just like this. And then once that was done, then foam taped this to just the bottom, okay? And that way it just springs open. When you're looking at it flat, it looks fine, and then you just, oh, what's going on here? Oh, I must prop that up. So I think it's pretty easy for the recipient to figure out too. So yeah, these are great. And if you're curious, this is an A6 side, which is just under 4 inches wide. So it's like 3 7/8 inches wide by 8 inches tall. All right, Debbie and I love those cards. All right, so next, you guys, we've got a cute little tag in a bag. This is our tried and true tag in a bag cutting die. We love this one. It comes with these dies. So you get this little full metal die that makes the bag, and of course the tag die. And how the bag works is you just cut it from your, we prefer cardstock, and then you can go ahead and fold the lines. I love how it has that little torn edge at the top like a real bag. And then you can either do one of two things. You can fold this inside and glue this like this and like this, so you have a nice opening. But I've noticed sometimes when you're shoving the tag down in there, it does get stuck on this piece that kind of sits there. So if you're going to glue this to something like the front of a card, you could go ahead and glue the flap shut and then glue this on the outside. It works either way, whichever you like. So that's how you do that. So I die cut that from some brown cardstock. It's double-sided, so it's brown on the outside and tan on the inside. It's got our cute little, didn't get those stuck down enough, cute little card, which I'll talk about in a moment. Ink everything with gingerbread ink, especially that torn edge right there. And then I took a scrap of that cute little pumpkin paper. It's about 3 inches wide, and I just wrapped it all the way around and glued that down. This is one of the cutouts. I foam taped that to the front, and then I added some more of those little copper fern leaves right there, some copper jewel dazzle stickers as well. And then let's talk about this. So for this one, I actually took some the cardstock and I folded it in half, and then I took the die and I placed it just like this, but it has to overlap the fold a tiny little bit so that you have the fold is left intact. You don't want this cutting edge to do that. So that gave me a folded tag. And then I just literally took a scrap of that paper and inked the edges around that. Here's one of those die cuts. This is the little rub-on. And then we've got some of those little cute little fern leaves, some of those tiny Jewel Dazzle stickers. I just knotted a little length of burgundy ribbon there. And then on the inside, we've got a rub-on. We've got some more fern stickers. And then this is the back side of one of those postcards I was showing you before. Little Jewel Dazzle stickers. Don't forget to ink everything. So let's, before we go, practice using the little rub-ons. All right, so first thing I would recommend, always cut out whatever it is that you're going to place instead of trying to rub it on from the whole sheet, because you won't have great luck, and that's how you kind of wreck some of the other rub-ons. So we've got a little fall leaf here. Okay, we'll just put that right up here. And then you're just going to take your little stick. One of the tips that Sarah taught me was, she tells us to hold that little end like that and then place it down, and then when you're done rubbing it and it's stuck on there, you'll have a little handle to lift up, which I thought was very clever. All right, and you're just going to start at one end and you're going to firmly, you're not trying to carve your initials into the paper, you're just firmly pushing on that rub-on. It really doesn't take a lot of pressure. That's why we tell you to cut them out before you apply them, because you could just lean your finger on these. You could literally just put your finger a little bit on here and it will transfer to this back paper. So we want to be really careful with them. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up. And then if you see that you missed a spot, oh, I missed the tiny little point there, you place it back down and you just very carefully go like that. Never just rip it up because you might have missed a spot. So that's very simple to do, and they just are beautiful. This is really, really nice. It looks like it's just printed right onto your cardstock. They do show up better when you're using them on a light colored patterned paper or a cardstock that's lighter color. When you put them on something that's maybe too dark, they don't show up as well, like dark brown or something. All right, so you guys, we have a fantastic collection here. And the Money Saver is right over there on the right-hand side. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, you will find the Money Saver for this collection right there on the right-hand side. All of the other items are listed down below the video, and if you click on the full color photos of each one of these, you'll get a very specific list of what's used. If you just want to buy the paper pad or just the rub-ons, they're listed also down below the video. If you're watching us on YouTube, then all you have to do is look below the video in the description box, and there is a link that will take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Don't forget to participate in our giveaway. There's more information about that at the very end of the video that you can read about. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.